My name is Oliver Queen. After 5 years in hell, I returned home with only one goal, to save my city. But my old approach wasn't enough. I had to become someone else. I had to become something else. I had to become the Green Arrow. Previously on Arrow.
Stop me, because it won't just be me who's gonna stop you.
Oh, you brought friends. That's okay. So did I.
What are you gonna do now, Oliver?
Huh. 4-part crossover. Cool. What? Were you expecting Barry to call me or something? Psych! Hello everyone out there in YouTube, 13th Dr. Jones here, and welcome to The Man in the Hood, the Green Arrow episode of Who Cosplays that I've been promising you for a very long time now. I'm so sorry it's taken so long, just things ran away with themselves, or I found other cosplays, or conventions came up, or life in general got in the way. So I'm sorry that it's taken this long to get you this episode, but I'm here now to show you my Green Arrow cosplay, where I got all the props, where I got the costume from, and what it's all made out of, and etc., and where you can buy it should you wish to be the Emerald Archer yourselves. So, let's get started as we mean to go on, and let's start off, as I always do, with the boots. These are the boots I've been using. The eagle-eyed amongst you will realise that these are once again my 11th Doctor boots that I use with all my 11th Doctor cosplays, and the reason for this is these look almost spot on to the Green Arrow shoes that he's worn since the beginning of the show. They have one or two differences, of course, like there should be a thick leather band at the top. I think it's in green, if I'm remembering correctly. So they're not quite accurate, but they do the job well. So if you want a pair of these, go to River Island. They're £35 to £40, and they should do pretty well for your footwear as the Emerald Archer. Anyway, that's enough about the boots. Let's move on to talk about the rest of the costume. These are my Green Arrow trousers, as you can see. These are made out of a faux leather material, it's not real leather, and also uniform cloth. And as you can see, they look very, very nice. This suit is custom made to my measurements. Make sure you get a seller that can do them custom made, because they do look a lot better when they fit better. The only danger of that is, of course, if you put on weight or lose weight, they aren't going to fit so well. But here are the Green Arrow pants, as you can see, very, very nice. Faux leather. They've got the strips of material going down them, as should be on the trousers. These black strip bands here, they have the studs where they should be, all these round-headed studs, the 4-point studs with the sharp ends on them, which just stick in, so if they fall off you can put them in yourself. I've had to do that. You also have the bands going across here, made out of another material, sort of like seat belts, with Velcro here to put on the flechette pouches he has on his legs. As you can see here, the kneecap, we have these thicker pieces of leather for the black bands, and then at the bottom it's just more faux leather green. It's in a dark green, and that's simply just got a button, like a press stud out to open and close them, and a zip. And then if we turn it round, this is something I quite like. You have the buckles here, straps on the legs, as should be. And as you can see, these pieces of material go all the way around the trousers. And you also have these here, I've forgotten the name, they've got, but obviously leather isn't the most durable material, so they had to put in these lines. If you remember the famous story Stephen Amell's told, Season 1 suit did not have these at the beginning, and then he ripped the leather pants on the first episode, so they started putting these in, so they had a little bit of give on the rear. Anyway, that's enough for looking at the trousers. I shall now show you the I keep getting the name wrong. I shall now show you the flechettes. pouches that he has on the trousers. These are the flechette pouches that attach to the trousers. As you can see, these are just, again, some more faux leather or artificial leather. And they're basically just pieces of leather, slightly padded, with the areas for the flechettes to go into if you have any flechettes. I don't own any yet, but I will. And then on the other side you have the other part of the Velcro, and they just slot onto the trousers. Very easy. Those of you worried if they fall off or not, they don't, so there's no problems with that. So that's the flechette pouches. So let's move on to the gauntlets and gloves. These are the gloves. These are again made out of uniform cloth and leather. Not too much to these, just uniform cloth gloves that you put on with your gauntlets. The gauntlets are basically leather with a elasticated band on them rather, with some studs. Again, like I said, it continues the arrow pattern, although it's reversed, so it's going upwards in this case. They're very, very nice. These are padded as well, to make them look a bit more sturdier than just flat leather. The underside of them is black, as you can see, and then the sides are black, and you have these studs on both sides of the gauntlet. And how you put these on is you just simply slot your arm through like this. I've got mine adjusted so that they actually fit tightly. They slot on like that, as you can see. Add the gloves to them like so. As you can see, it fits quite smoothly, and it also lines up with the pattern of the gauntlets. So all in all, the gloves and the gauntlets are very, very cool, and if you add the sleeves for Season 5, you can just put these on top and they fit quite comfortably, and it does give you a sort of Season 5 look. Anyway, that's all I have to say on the gauntlets. They're very, very nice. Now let's move on to my favourite part of the suit, which is the tunic and the hood. Now this is where the majority of the work for the costume has gone into. As you can see already, the detail on this tunic, this upper part of the suit, is just fantastic. Majority of it is artificial leather, as you can see, but there are the correct uniform cloth stripes that go down the suit. This is modelled after the suit itself. So all the black uniform cloth is where the material should be that isn't leather. You have padded leather here, so even if you're rather slim like me, if you put this on, you will look a bit more physically impressive wearing the suit. You have these pieces of leather here which protrude out with the stud in them. These are what threads, where you thread the straps of the quiver through. I'll get onto the quiver later. So you thread them through there. You have all the studs in the correct place. I had one stud missing when I first got this, but they sent me another, so thank you to Costume by 2009 for that. And if we take a look at the shoulders, these are not quite as they are in the show, as there should be 2 more rows of studs on there, but I've seen these shoulder pads on other suits and they're still not quite right, and there should be a little bit more of a lined pattern on these. And then as you can see, you've got more of the elasticated bands that go around your shoulders, which you can easily adjust to fit around your arms. You have the material here, and then if we look at the back, if I just fold the hood over, you have the back of the suit as it should be, with the 3 rows of studs, the arrow pattern going like that up the costume, these lines here, the trim, and it just looks fantastic. It's really, really well made, this part of the suit. And then the hood is a leather hood with the arrow pattern, if I just show you there, made out of material, not quite the correct material, but it's still the correct pattern and in the correct shape. One word of warning with this, because of, I think it's because of copyright or something, these suits don't come with both of the black arrows on there, so mine doesn't have it, but I don't mind so much. You could easily make that yourself and then put it on the other side of the hood to compensate. And the inside is quilted so that it's not uncomfortable to wear. So all in all, this is my favourite part of the suit. This top half of the suit is just fantastic, and it looks so impressive when you put it all on with the rest of the costume. So let's move on to the next thing. Now, obviously, the Season 5 suit has sleeves, but as of yet, nobody has made a Season 5 version of the suit. I don't know why. Cosplay companies, if you're listening to me, it won't take much work to make that. I've sent pictures, there's pictures online. Just make the same suit, but with sleeves. You just need black material similar to this, and then you just need to upgrade the gauntlets accordingly and put that little sat-nav thing he has on his arm. So please, please, please make that suit, because I really want it. And another thing about sleeves as well, just for people watching who are interested, the sleeves also have a zip going up here. So that's what you need if you want to make the sleeves, if you can make the sleeves. If not, a simple alternative, take a sports top or a thermal top like this. This one just fits me just right. It's got the correct pattern, as there is a pattern to the fabric. You can't see it very well, and you probably won't see it on camera, but I'll just show you there. This is the kind of pattern you need. Obviously, you need a bit more durable material than this if you're doing it properly to go with the leather. It should be a leather or a more heavy durable material than this. But if you just put this on before you put the tunic on, and then put your gloves and gauntlets on, it does look like you have the sleeved suit from Season 5. So the only other things to look at are the mask and the quiver, bow and arrows. We'll be right back after this fight.
You mind if I call you Oliver? Yes, I do. Get up here! You're done, Church.